Friends, do you also have problems sleeping at night because of non-stop thinking? Do you also keep thinking the whole day? You keep planning and wasting both your time and life, thinking that if only that had happened, then maybe this would have happened today. Or if I do this, then that will happen. Right, wrong, negative, and positive. 1,000 such thoughts must be coming to your mind, and a simple small thought too. Like the branches of a tree, it must be spreading one after the other. But you're unable to do anything, but now you want to cut this tree of overthinking. So let's cut this tree of overthinking from the root and plant a tree of correct and productive thinking. Number 1. First, you need to understand overthinking deeply, friends. Imagine if with the help of a time machine you're sent to your childhood, when you did not think much, you did what you felt was right. If then we ask you whether you overthink, then think what would be your answer. Think well. Well, we are starting 19.99%. Your answer then would be this. What is this overthinking? That is because leave aside the word overthinking. How do you do overthinking? You do not even know this, but gradually as we grow up, we start understanding right or wrong, perfect or imperfect, good or bad, I am good or I am not good. What is right or wrong for the world? Success, failure, good life, bad life, fear. We come to know thousands of such things which are also important. But most people get so entangled in these things and rules that the knowledge they have learned from the world becomes their enemy, and they keep on analyzing everything and matter with these things. Instead of living a sorted life, we remain entangled in entangled thoughts, due to which we become a person who can see everything, think everything, but cannot do anything. Now it is understood from this that what we tell ourselves that I should overthink is not completely true. This is just a habit that we have developed with time. Now since this is a habit, the good thing is that we can break it like other habits. But we have got very deep knowledge about the fact that overthinking is just a habit. But tell me how to fix it exactly. Replace the habit of overthinking with sufficient thinking. If you want to leave a habit, you cannot leave that habit directly. You will have to replace it with a new habit, so you will have to replace overthinking with sufficient thinking. But what does sufficient mean? So friends, sufficient means only as much as is necessary. So it is not that we should stop thinking, which is wrong as well as impossible, because we are humans and our thinking is our power. So for the thing about which you should think well, if we tell you not to think about it or think less, then that would be wrong, because the same rule does not apply everywhere. So there is only one way to do this, that we should think about anything or work only as much as is necessary according to its importance. For example, if you have to choose between an apple and an orange, it should take you a few seconds. But if you remain confused for 15 minutes and then spend 30 minutes watching a video on the internet about their advantages and disadvantages, which one has more nutrients and benefits? So here an overthinker will think himself smart, but in reality he is stupid and thinks a lot of nonsense. This was just an example. On the other hand, if someone has to choose a lifelong career or take a very big decision, and then he thinks that I should think less. Without thinking too much, one should decide and take action as soon as possible, then this will also be wrong. So you have to decide how much you have to think about a thing and how much not. It will not be right to think for days or weeks about something that does not have much value, nor to take big decisions in a hurry. So don't get confused, this is the solution. You have to figure out at what time you think the most daily, but you should not think at that time. Now this time can be any, you know this very well. So to fix this, you have to decide a time in the whole day in which you have to just think and do nothing else. You can also name this time as thinking time. I know, but once this time is over, you should not think at all again. Whenever something important related to that thought comes to mind, write it down somewhere, then think that I will not think about it at all right now. Whatever I have decided as my time, I will think about it at that time, not apart from that. This will help you know when and how much you have to think and how much not to. Problem-based thinking versus solution-based thinking. Whatever development we humans have done till date or have made the impossible has been done by out-of-the-box thinking or by thinking more than necessary. And this has been possible because of solution-based thinking. But if we start thinking about our problems instead of solutions, instead of solving them, we make them bigger and start thinking negatively. So this problem-based thinking becomes our biggest problem. Now if we see, solution-based thinking is better than problem-based thinking. But mostly both types of people are stuck in thinking. Where a person with problem-based thinking focuses on problems by thinking negatively, a person with solution-based thinking gets so stuck in thinking about the future and planning that he keeps thinking but does not take any action and spoils his present moment. Both types of thinking are important for us because problems are never going to end in life, and solutions are the only way to get us out of those problems. So you should neither be afraid of thinking nor run away from it. But you have to think within a limit because most of the problems have some solution. But no solution is 100% perfect. So you should focus on that which you can control and not on that which is not in your control. No, but all that is fine. But how to make a balance between these two and how to do it without overthinking. If important decisions are to be taken, then friends, a solution for this also is brain dumping technique. So to take the final decision practically without overthinking, you follow these steps. Step 1. Find out whether you think about solutions or just about problems. Step 2. Instead of keeping your problems stored in your mind, write down all those problems on a sheet of paper, in your diary or journal, line by line. Step 3. Now in the thinking time you decided, write down the solutions of these problems in the same diary or journal so that you do not need to store them in your brain and you do not forget them. No. Step 4. Now see that if you choose either option A or option B, then choosing that option will make the situation worse. And what will be the best? Then do only that which you feel is right for you and accept the fact that you can take the right decision according to you, but not a 100% perfect decision. Step 5. Now without thinking too much, start solving those problems by taking action one by one. Do not just keep thinking. This has to be done because this exercise is called brain decluttering and brain dumping, due to which we start thinking on paper instead of always thinking in the mind, due to which you don't have to keep all the small things in your brain and you don't have to think all the time. And it is worldwide proven that by doing this, people feel much lighter and don't overthink. To meditation and calm down your thoughts. Now on hearing the word meditation, don't leave the video and run away thinking that I can't do it. This is tough, etc., etc. We absolutely agree with you that meditation is not easy, but in reality meditation is the most powerful habit. To put an end to negative thinking or overthinking, you don't have to do much in the beginning. You have to do it for only 5 or 10 minutes. Gradually take it to 30 minutes or more. You just have to keep this mindset that you have to stay away from the thinking of instant gratification and instant results. If there is a problem in the beginning, then it is absolutely normal and it happens to everyone. When your mind wanders here and there, you have to ignore those thoughts and you have to bring your focus back to your breathing. You will see that days and weeks will pass. The more you practice this, the better you will become at doing meditation. You just have to have consistency and patience. That is why it is said that you either control your mind or it controls you. So if you like this video, then support the growth of this channel by liking the video and clicking on the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that you do not miss the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.